In this video, we're going to be looking at unit rates. Some popular unit rates. One is MPH, or miles per hour. We also have RPMs, that's revolutions per minute. At the store, you might see something priced per gallon, or if you were to get a job and you would get paid a certain amount of dollars an hour. These are all unit rates, and we're going to look at some definitions and understand what that means. First of all, a rate is a comparison of two quantities that have different units. Let me give you an example. Let's say you went on a trip and you traveled 210 miles and you did that in 3 hours. That is a rate. You're comparing two quantities, 210 and 3, and they have different units. One is in miles and one is in hours. Now, let's look at what a unit rate is. We'll use this same rate, but we're going to turn it into a unit rate. Unit rates are rates in which the second quantity is a 1. So instead of 210 miles in 3 hours, we want to know how many miles in 1 hour. Well, we simply have to divide. We may see it written as a fraction, 210 to 3. Well, we'll divide 3 into 210, and 3 goes into 210 70 times. So we actually have 70 miles per hour. That's actually the speed limit, or that's not the speed limit, but the speed you were traveling, an average of 70 miles per hour in order to make this trip of 210 miles in 3 hours. Now let's look at a couple examples. This example, there are 270 students that arrive to school each morning on 6 buses. What is the unit rate for the school buses? Well, we have 270 students all taking or riding 6 buses. So we're going to divide 6 into 270. Let's see, we have a 4. And 6 goes into 270 45 times. So we have 45 students per bus, per one bus. So that's our unit rate. A lot of times you'll see the word per or maybe each when you're talking about unit rate. So 45 students per bus. Let's look at another example. This is actually sort of a science example. We have 5 cubic meters of copper, has a mass of 44,800 kilograms. What is the density of copper? Well, if we're going to find the density, we need to find the mass per 1 cubic meter. So we have our original fraction here of 44,800 to 5 cubic meters. So we're simply going to divide 5 into 44,800. Let's see here. This would be 8. Remainder of 4. Bring down your 8. Let's see, that would be 9. 6 times. So you can see here that it's going to be 8,960 kilograms per cubic meter. We simply divided the 5 into 44,800 to get a unit rate of 1. Okay, now let's look at another unit rate, but very specifically the unit price. Unit price is a unit rate used to compare prices per item. Whenever you go to the grocery store, you may go down the milk aisle and you see lots of different milks and different sizes and different brands. different styles. And if you're comparing them and you want to get the most for your value or for your money, you're going to compare it. You need to know a unit price. A lot of times in the stores, they actually will list the unit price for you. Here is a price on 14.5 ounce of diced tomatoes for 87 cents. Well, what they've done is they've told you that per ounce, it's actually 6 cents per ounce to buy this item. That way you can compare it per ounce for another item. And let's just take a look at how they've done that. Let's look at an example. Here we have pens that can be purchased in a 5-pack for $1.95, or we have a 15-pack that can be bought for $6.20. Well, if you wanted to determine which one is the better buy, you need to know how much an individual pen cost for the specific price. Well, this one is a 5-pack for $1.95, so we're going to divide 5 into $1.95. Let's see. So you can see here that the pen, per pen here, it is 39 cents per pen. And in this example, we have a 15-pack. So we've got to divide 15 into $6.20. Let's see. 15 goes into 60, or 15 goes into 62 4 times. That's 60 cents. And before we've even finished the problem, you can see here that this is 0.413, or we'll round it to 41 cents per pen. So if you want the best value, you can actually buy the 5-pack for 39 cents per pen, as opposed to the 15-pack for $6.20. And that is what we use unit rate or unit price for, is to determine the best value.